Hey Iowa, it is Congressman Zach Nunn. I am thrilled that we started this week in Iowa with the new USDA Secretary, Brooke Rollins. Now, it's her first visit to Iowa and only in her first weeks on the job. But I was able to join a listening session with dairy farmers and folks from across Cass County to hear their priorities for the new secretary. We were able to visit a hog farm as well as a century farm owned by the Mannings, where she saw firsthand how Iowa helps both feed and fuel the world. And then we ended our day with a roundtable. This is so important to take your best ideas, particularly in agriculture, to our nation's capital. Also this week, I was privileged to lead the Maximum Pressure Act on Iran, to hold the Ayatollah in Tehran accountable for their acts of terrorism as the #1 source of terrorism in the world today. Those acts have included the death of U.S. service members, the launching of hundreds of weapon systems against U.S. naval forces in the region, and tragically, the capture and killing of U.S. citizens in Israel by Hamas, a Iranian-backed terrorist group. Our maximum sanctions campaign against Iran can cut off their funding from things like illicit oil, hold them accountable for their weapons sales, and ensure that they don't have more money to get to the point where they actually become a nuclear state. By standing firm today, we ensure a safer world for Americans going forward. This week we led in U.S. dollar-backed digital assets. Something called stablecoin is a way for us to onshore innovation in the United States and make sure that it's utilized here for the future of our financial technology. I'm also proud that I led passage unanimously of my Financial Technology Protection Act, one that brings together law enforcement, the Department of Justice, and the intelligence communities with our private sector enterprise and leaders to really be able to develop best practices to prevent illicit use of things like cryptocurrencies while still ensuring that American-backed digital assets have a safeguarded future so that all of us can benefit from the technology they bring. I also get to serve on the Ag Committee. It's one of the areas where I have led on the Hot Foods Act, a way to help families best use their SNAP benefits. Imagine this, a single mom working a third shift. She comes home and goes to the local Casey's to feed her family, and she can't buy a hot rotisserie chicken, but she can buy pop and potato chips. Let's give her the option to have a healthy choice here by using SNAP effectively. And that's exactly what my bipartisan Hot Food Act does, allowing a family to be able to afford the foods they need, particularly seniors and single parents who may not have access to a kitchen on a daily basis. With that, not only do we use SNAP more effectively, but we make everything a healthier choice for families on the program. Also on the Ag Committee, we are looking at new legislation called the New Producers Economic Security Act. We all recognize that in Iowa, most of our family farmers are being led by folks age 60 and over. We want to make sure that there's an on-ramp for new and beginning farmers to be able to be successful in this career field. And that's what this legislation does, on a bipartisan basis, making sure that that next generation of great farmers has access to the resourcing, the tools, and the skills to be successful as they become the future of America's ability to both feed and fuel the world. I'm looking forward to getting back to Iowa, talking to so many of you as we're out at the Walnut Creek Crossing groundbreaking this weekend and my son's rugby game on Friday night. So we'll see you around the area soon. Thanks, Iowa, for all you do.